But let me talk to you. Yeah. You know what? Nah. Yay. Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the AR Wrestling Money in the Bank post show. As always, me and Ryan, we hope you guys enjoy. So let's get right into it. So let's sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Yay!
Yay. This is a
I
banger for PLE.
absolutely love Money in the Bank.
Me as well.
It is such a fun event. It's such a fun, just PLE in general. Honestly, it
Dude,
has barely disappointed. It definitely has. Don't get me wrong. It hasn't hit 100% of the time, but it's hard for them to miss with this one. I love this event just all the time. Love this stipulation. Let's not wait any longer. Let's get right into this shit. We've started off the PLE with the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Jey Uso, your pick, I believe, right, Alex?
Yep.
Versus LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, I forgot to yeet.
Yeet. I forgot to. Oh my god! I'm so sorry. I feel like that was almost illegal of me. I forgot to yeet. 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 But then Andrade El Idolo versus Chad Gable, the prick himself, versus the man that don't miss him, Carmelo Hayes, versus my pick to win this match, Drew McIntyre. Oh, I fucking love that big old Scotsman, I do. This match popped the hell off. Ladder match, it's hard as hell to keep up with ladder matches. So obviously I couldn't get every spot of the match in here, but we got some of the craziest ones. But match starts off by, before the match even started off, by the way, Jey Uso just yeets his way through the crowd, making his entrance through Toronto. Canada's going crazy as always. We love any Canadian crowd. They always show the hell up.
Always.
And Cole on commentary basically mentions that today, being the day of Money in the Bank, it was the day of Sika NOI's funeral, and Jay would have been at the funeral, but R.I.P. Sika. But, you know, being the fight, like a Samoan, having that fighting spirit in him, Jay knows that his family would have wanted him here, competing and trying to win that Money in the Bank briefcase. Hell yeah. Yeet!
Bro, hear me out. What if Jay went to the funeral and all we hear is Jimmy Uso's music?
Oh my god.
I'm not even playing.
You're nuts. What the fuck? But this does move us to the megastar. LA Knight, yeah. Walk out. Yeah. And what's he do? What does he do? What the hell does he do? He walks right under that ladder because not a single soul, no one can be any more unlucky than the sorry SOB standing in his way. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this match does begin off officially with Jay and Knight sending everyone to the outside of the ring until the two eventually face off eye to eye, but they don't fight yet. Gable, though, gets back into the ring after a bunch of mix-ups, and Gable locks an armbar on top of the ladder onto, I'm pretty sure it was Carmelo Hayes, until Andrade.
No, it was Drew McIntyre.
Was it Drew? Fucking hey, so. that was a big son of a bitch to have up there. Until Andrade does a springboard leg drop and knocks that motherfucker to the ground. And the way he landed, cuts, yeah, no kidding. He landed like in between two ladders, and he literally cuts his back open on one of them when he lands. And immediately the crowd starts chanting, "We want tables! We want tables!" It's not a TLC, but I'm all for it. We'll get that later on in the show, actually. Andrade, though, was able to counter a springboard from Carmelo, and they were literally standing on the fucking ropes, and he does a reverse Spanish fly off the ropes onto a ladder to Melo, and both of them get taken out after that. Gable gets in there and starts suplexing everybody in sight, and drops
Yeah.
the straps, going crazy. Perk angle time, baby. And suplexes a goddamn ladder onto Andrade. But by the way, Gable still sucks, so let's not forget
Yeah,
that.
Chad still sucks.
Chad still sucks. Knight, though, tries to powerbomb Mello through a ladder set up on the outside by LA Knight. It's bridged between the apron and the announcer's table. But Mello was able to counter with a first 48. Drew comes in and starts killing people. Gives Chad Gable a power bomb onto a ladder in the corner, a claymore to Andrade. Yeah, and a yeet get in there and start murking Drew and knock him out with their finishers. But they both climb the same ladder, meet at the top, and we get yeah versus yeet.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. Dude, this is the best part of the entire match. But Mello, of course, has to ruin everybody's fun by tipping the ladder over. And Andrade, after a little bit of time, gets both hands on the briefcase, but LA Knight shoves him off. Okay, stay with me here, y'all. This man, Andrade, flips over the ladder that was set. I want it noted. There was two ladders set up, connected to the one big ladder set up in the middle that was upright, and they were bridged onto the ropes in the middle of the ladder. Andrade flips over the ladder onto Carmelo Hayes' back, gives him a sunset flip powerbomb onto one of the bridged ladders below. And god damn, I'm sorry, y'all. The ladder matches are hard as fuck to keep up with, but damn, that was awesome. Sorry if I didn't describe that well enough, but after this, Gable murks the megastar LA Knight, by suplexing him over the top rope onto the ladder that LA Knight set up earlier himself. Gable has the match won, though, when Uso pulls him off the ladder. I'm not going to lie, that was when I thought the Wyatt Six was going to get involved with this match.
I really did too.
And he pulls the ladder out from underneath him, leaves this man dangling from the damn briefcase until he eventually just falls, face planting on the ground, and eats a spear from Uso. He then sets up a ladder and has the match won. He has the briefcase in his hand, and Drew spear chucks a fucking ladder at him and knocks him to the ground. Claymores him out of the ring before climbing the ladder and grabbing that briefcase for the win. Drew damn McIntyre, baby.
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
Dude's an absolute beast.
Dude was an absolute beast. And I'd love actually to dive more into this, but the follow-up for it was like an hour later.
Honestly.
So like we'll get more into Drew McIntyre and shit when we get to the World Heavyweight Title match. But damn, I was pretty happy to see Drew McIntyre win the briefcase. I can't lie. I was disappointed it wasn't Jay.
Do you see a Drew McIntyre and like Braun Breaker type deal? Because they're both fucking meatheads.
Oh hell yeah! Oh my gosh, yes, those two.
All right. And that question, honestly, this leads us right into the Intercontinental Championship match. Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn. And Colin Commentary mentions only that 3 men have ever beaten the King General Gunther since he's arrived in WWE. Ilya Dragunov, Braun Breaker, and the current Intercontinental Champion, Sami Zayn. Breaker basically says F you and starts tossing Sami around like a rag doll and starts talking his shit. And Sami hits an Arabian press to the outside. That shit was badass.
This was crazy. I've never seen him do that shit, but I'm sure he's done it before.
Breaker would then run the ropes and take off Sami's head with the absolute monster of a clothesline, dude. And he starts mocking the El Generico chants before suplexing Sami. And after Sami kicks out, Braun starts doing push-ups. Like, he was just an absolute stud. Like, at high school football, we learned if you dropped like a pass, and on defense, you had to do 10. Like, you had to do like so many push-ups. And that was that's what it reminded me of. And I was like, all right, that's kind of tough. He was a absolute
biggest
menace.
flex possible.
But Sammy tries to do his diving DDT through the turnbuckle onto the outside, but Breaker takes his head off with the clothesline. And then Sammy would attempt to through Blue Thunder Bomb and hits it. And that has to be, honestly, like Ryan, like you have written here, it has to be the worst move to ever win. Because it really does no good. It never wins.
Straight up, it doesn't.
But
it doesn't ever. And Corey Graves on commentary goes, "That move has brought Sami Zayn great success in the past." Dog, no, it hasn't. Dog is
I see it as a finisher.
It's won a single match in 3 years.
Real.
And it looks like it should be a finisher.
Yeah, honestly, that's what I'm saying. But Braun ends up walking the ropes and hitting a Frankensteiner. And honestly, no shot. He should not be able to do that. That man is a freaking menace.
He shouldn't. I'll put that note in every single time I see him do it. The man shouldn't be able to do that.
Right, and he potentially injured his knee leaping over the announce table, giving Sammy a clothesline like he has been on Raw, talking like to Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser. And he counters a haluva kick with the knee, only for Sammy to counter with a spear with the kick. And then Sammy was able to hit the haluva kick on a stun Braun Breaker for the W.
Damn straight, man.
I was
a little surprised.
I was too. I was like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, because he actually I think I mentioned it in our pre-show prediction. I had Sami Zayn winning this match, but I had him winning it. If I had him winning, it was going to be by a millimeter. Like he was going to squeak by with a roll up after Breaker was absolutely murking him. But it was Sammy was fighting back good in this match. It was a good back and forth.
Oh, I agree.
I'm still holding out though that Breaker will win that title at hopefully SummerSlam.
I hope SummerSlam too, dude.
Where I think it's time to push this dude to the damn moon. I really do. I think he's got what it takes. Got them Steiner jeans.
He's got them Steiner jeans.
But
all right.
Yeah. We want to go. WWE did have a pretty big announcement though.
Yes,
after
they did.
This match, it was announced that on October 5th, at Atlanta. It was actually pretty cool. This was a Cody Rhodes and I think it was Metro Boomin in a car.
Mm-hmm.
Metro in a car, and right outside of Atlanta, Georgia, and they go, "What's happening on October 5th? Bad Blood is returning. 27 years to the day of the first ever Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood 1997. Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, a historic event. The same, like I said, the first ever Hell in a Cell match, the debut of Kane. That
was crazy.
But the match itself was a great match, so it changed wrestling as a whole, that event, and they're bringing it back for an anniversary show. Hopefully, honestly, if they bring it back permanently, because I kind of like it.
I've seen 2 matches already that could be predicted: Rhea versus Liv and Solo versus Roman.
Oh my gosh, it'd be absolutely insane. They've already mentioned that they want to do a potential Hell in a Cell match on that show, and I can think of at least a couple of matches that could be in the cell by that point. Drew and CM Punk, Liv and Rhea. If you really wanted to put them in the cell and build this feud up, I think you could do it. And those are kind of the 2 that I would put in the cell if you're going to build a Hell in a Cell match at that show.
Right.
Although I really don't want Punk in a cell because he's definitely going to get hurt. He's definitely going to get injured.
Oh yeah, but I would love to see Drew versus Punk at Bad Blood as well. That was another match I seen as well. Was Drew versus Punk.
I just want to see that every single day of the year at this point.
But as we were in Canada, Trish Stratus was the host of Money in the Bank. She comes out and runs down some things she's done in her career at that arena and introduces the 16-time WWE World champion John Cena. And as the decimal reader is up, we see it hit 113. Dude just absolutely goes crazy.
This is nuts.
But John Cena is wearing his farewell tour merch. After this, I can't see me on the back of his shirt, and I'm pretty sure on the side of his hat. And he goes, "This almost made me cry. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of upset I didn't cry, but like I just was like, wow. Tonight, I officially announced my retirement from the WWE." And he
Damn.
made headlines all across the world. I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest. Like, I grew up watching him. I grew up watching John Cena. It was John Cena, Randy Orton, and CM Punk. Those were the three I watched.
Exactly, bro. I agree with you.
But he talks about no matter how good the business is doing for WWE, Canadians always show up. But he's like, why now? Because it's Money in the Bank, and that represents opportunity, which is what his retirement speech or announcement represents. He goes, nah. He goes, nah. He says he wants to be a part of Raw on Netflix. The 2025 Royal Rumble will be his last. 2025 Elimination Chamber will be his last. And WrestleMania 41 will be his last WrestleMania. And I think he's going to retire there, but I've seen that he's probably going to go all the way through 2025, and then that's when we'll see him retire.
Yeah, I've seen that too. I've seen like the entirety of 2025 will be basically his retirement tour when they move to Netflix.
And then we get thank you Cena chants, and he wants to say thank you to the audience for everything, including the brutal honesty. And he'll be at the post-show conference to answer any and all questions about his retirement. And if you want some, come get some, because the last time is now. I think he's fully embracing his Hollywood career, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that's what's
with this tour.
Come after this, yeah. But like, damn, the retirement of an absolute legend. Like,
I don't know how I feel.
Like, it's like that's our childhood right there in terms of WWE.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how I feel right now.
Damn, it's crazy, man. Like I said, like I was like, it's a bittersweet feeling because it's like, damn, I don't want to see you go. Like I knew it was gonna have to happen eventually, but it's like, damn, I didn't think I'd actually see it though.
Agreed.
It's like crazy.
But I don't know how I feel about John Cena retiring. I'm gonna feel really sad when he does actually retire.
I'm pretty excited for it because this means that we get this entire new like retirement tour. We get to speculate now who is his last WrestleMania opponent and who is his last opponent, period.
That's what I'm saying.
Needs to be Randy Orton and CM Punk.
Those are the two I'd pick for either one. It doesn't matter.
For either one. Yeah, honestly, for either one. If you would ask me, I would do Punk at... Honestly, no, I would do Randy at WrestleMania, and then I would do Punk as the actual retirement. That's just me personally, though.
Yeah.
I would understand doing it the other way around.
I hope Goldberg doesn't have a fucking match.
Goldberg?
Yes, bro.
Oh no. He might start his own independent retirement tour. Who knows?
I hope not.
Who knows? Maybe. But after this, we did get, of course, the retirement of the announcement of the retirement of a legend. We moved backstage to the Judgment Day in their locker room, and I didn't even realize this right now. This was preparing us for our next match. Dom, JD, and Carlito are all there. They're still playing WWE 2K24, even when they're at a PLE. And Damian says, bro, whether Drew gets involved or not, Judgment Day, Finn, everybody here, y'all need to stay out of my business. And Finn basically just looks at him, and he looks pissed. Balor does. And he's like, you know what? Whatever you say, boss. As Damian walks away, and the tension is building And who knows? That honestly gave me the feeling that like maybe Damian might get kicked out via this match, because if he doesn't win, he's out of Judgment Day.
Agreed.
Right. But this did move us, like I just said, to the World Heavyweight Championship. El Campeón Damian Priest versus Seth freaking Rollins, with the gentleman's agreement that if Damian loses, he leaves Judgment Day, and if Seth loses, he cannot challenge for that title as long as Damian Priest holds it. So for a month.
Yeah,
But
for real.
as this match starts, Seth instantly goes for the pedigree, and Priest tries for a South of Heaven out of the gate. Seth and Damian keep looking and motion towards the entrance, calling out Drew McIntyre, Mr. Money in the Bank himself. He already said he's going to cash in on the night, so we're all just waiting for it at this point. Rollins is able to hit 3 consecutive dives to Damian Priest before, again, he starts yelling for Drew to come out there. Rollins then lands a cool little combo that I've never seen him do before. He does a senton bomb and a lion salt to Damian Priest. Seth's throwing in some new offensive moves during this entire match. It was thrown in there on commentary too by Corey, I'm pretty sure. He said something about it. But Seth Rollins was able to counter a South of Heaven with a Hurricane Rana, but still eats a massive clothesline. Seth was able to get up and give Damian a buckle bomb, but he no-sells that motherfucker, plants Seth in the ground with a power bomb for a near fall. Seth and Damian then get up and they start trading big kicks and heavy shots. Damian gets the better of Seth, and he is able to counter a pedigree again and hits a South of Heaven, but Seth hits him with a stomp right afterwards, countering that thing. I forgot to put that down. And after Damian is like knocked out, he's kind of on the ground stunned. Seth starts yelling at him. He's like, come on, get up and fight me. Get up and stand on your own 2 feet and fight me like a man. And I kind of got the feeling, they kind of mentioned it on commentary. It's like, damn, Seth's kind of acting like a kind of a dick here. Like, damn, is this signs of a Seth Rollins heel turn?
Like I said, he needs to reevaluate himself, dude.
I think this could be like, I would really like to see a new heel version of Seth Rollins. I think he's such a good heel. Just period.
Oh my god, he is. He is a very good heel.
Fucking love this dude. But
Yeah.
Damian was able to hit the Razor's Edge after Seth starts yelling at him. He like fires out of that shit, man. Like, man, shut the hell up. Seth was able, this was the hard part of the match to watch. Seth was able to hit a superplex off the top rope to Damian and a Falcon Arrow, a combo that he's hit 1,000,000 times. But after the Falcon Arrow, he went for the pin, and the ref counted 1, 2, and Damian didn't kick out at all. He should have counted 3, and Seth should have won that world title. I can't lie. Seth should be champion. Seth needs to be champ right now.
No, I'm saying he's not.
Nope. Like I said, Damian didn't kick out. He didn't move at all. So the ref kind of just had to stop his count at 2.
I was kind of confused when he did that.
Yeah, it was just a
really,
really awkward spot where I don't know what was supposed to happen. My personal speculation, I guess, is that Drew's music was supposed to hit while he was doing the pin, and it was supposed to distract everybody and stop the pin or whatever, but something messed up or didn't happen, and it was late or something.
Yeah.
But regardless of it all, it's not a huge deal in the grand scheme of it all, if you ask me. The mistakes happen, I guess, but it did definitely break my suspension of disbelief, because it was a pretty good match up until that point, if you ask me. It was a really good match.
Yeah, when you said you'll be surprised with this, I was like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew you would be. Oh, shit. Sorry, I just dropped my phone. Where was I?
You're good.
So, after this whole little debacle, Drew McIntyre's music hits finally, and Mr. Money in the Bank walks out, no hesitation, cashes that contract in immediately, and it becomes a triple threat match. And then we get like immediately a callback to WrestleMania 40 as Drew tries to Claymore Seth as soon as the bell rings for the new match to start. But Seth is able to counter it with a super kick, but he still eats a Future Shock DDT until Damian wrecks his way into the middle of everyone and sets Drew up for the South of Heaven. But Damian gets hit with what should have been a Claymore, but it was more of like a boot to the chest when Drew went after Damian. Again, CM Punk shows up, gets in the ring, jumps Drew from behind with a chair, just jumps Drew in general in the ring, drags him to the outside and into the timekeeper's area, and just beats the hell out of him with a chair. Grabs a camera cable and starts choking him with it. Goddamn attempted murder out here. And Punk starts staring at the world title as Drew rolls into the ring, picks it up, and on the apron blasts Drew in the head with it, allowing Damian to hit the South of Heaven chokeslam for the win. And just after this match, CM Punk's just sitting on the commentator's chair smirking. But it's pretty obvious Damian Priest wasn't happy at Punk either. So, like, if you really look at this whole scene, I freaking loved it. I want to know your thoughts about it real quick, though.
Oh, goodness gracious. Sorry, run that back one more time. Sorry.
Just
I
thoughts
zoned
on
out
all of
so
this
hard.
in general.
This whole
the
thing, dude,
Punk debacle.
This whole Punk debacle is just like, it blew my mind. Like, I knew it, like, I felt like I knew it was happening. And so I was just waiting for Punk to come into this match and just absolutely go like in on Drew, which is exactly what he did. I mean, he took him out. He took the man out with a wire. Like, bro, what are you doing? But I was really surprised that he also I don't think he realized it, but he cost Rollins the match.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, yeah, it kind of
I
put
was really surprised that Damian actually retained.
kind of put a wrench in my SummerSlam plans, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Fine, but you did mention it there. I love the fact that like CM Punk has essentially made himself public enemy number one. As you've mentioned this before, as already, where like he screwed CM Punk CM Punk did not screw CM Punk. CM Punk screwed Seth Rollins, and he lost his chance to fight for the title as long as Damian is the champ. He screwed Drew over, obviously, by causing him to completely waste the Money in the Bank briefcase and once again lose the world title. And he screwed Damian sorry, I messed up my wording there. He screwed Damian because now Damian once again can't say that he has a clean win as a champion. Like, he had help from CM Punk to win this match. It's obvious here. He had help from CM Punk last time too. So now he's like, bro, you need to stay out of my business too, Punk. And
CM Punk and Judgment Day.
CM Punk versus Judgment Day.
Oh, yeah.
Cole on commentary had the great call for the Second City Devil, CM Punk. And I love that. And
agreed.
Seth Rollins on commentary, or not on commentary, sorry, geez. Seth Rollins on ringside starts walking over to Punk to confront him, and he's still sitting on the commentary table. And Corey Graves gets in the middle of him and starts holding him back. And he's like, bro, not now, get to the back. Like, stop this, and shit like that, breaking them all up. But regardless of all of that, our first match for SummerSlam made official, Damian Priest versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Gunther. We got the match card and everything. Got the poster. Got the whole dudes on the pictures and everything. Oh, I'm so excited.
Me too.
This is gonna be epic.
Me too. Oh man, but you know what was also kind of epic? I'm not gonna lie. Was the women's Money in the Bank ladder match between Lyra Valkyria versus Naomi versus the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky, versus Zoe Stark versus Chelsea Green versus it's Tiffy time and Tiffany
It's Tiffy
Stratton.
time.
And Cole says that Chelsea is apparently afraid of heights before the match even starts, and Io is the one in this match to walk underneath the ladder before the match even starts. And clearly, it didn't work for Nia. So I don't honestly, why would you do it? Let's get to it.
Go ahead, cause bad luck.
Everyone leaves the ring to get ladders as Chelsea tries jumping to grab the briefcase. Like, let's be real, Chelsea. You're not grabbing it. That's like 20 feet in the air. You are at best 5'4". Like, there's no reason you should be jumping that high.
Oh, Jesus.
Like,
so
let's see how
funny.
tall Chelsea Green is. How tall is Chelsea Green? Chelsea Green is 5'7". My bad. You're not getting that. I'm sorry to tell you. That's just not how that's happening.
She got Hobbs, bro. She got Hobbs. You don't know.
But when she steals a ladder from Io, she gets up 2 steps before bailing, and Io takes out Chelsea with a drop kick to the ladder that she was holding, and then Io would give Tiffany a Meteora into a ladder before Lyra runs in and crashes into Io into the ladder with the suplex. And Lyra isn't happy because Io can still walk, so she gives her a Fisherman Buster onto a ladder. Zoe runs in and starts taking out Lyra as she lays her down on a ladder and tries a corkscrew move, but whiffs it absolutely just horribly and clipped the back of her head on the ladder. And Naomi takes out a key. Wait.
No shit.
Takes out. What was I supposed to say?
Io.
Takes out Io. Where did I lost it? Hold on. Takes out Io with a split leg drop and split legged moonsault onto the ladder. And Tiffany gave Naomi a fucking freaking Alabama slam onto a ladder. That was absolutely insane. And takes out everybody with a moonsault onto the outside, and her hip crashed right onto the floor as she landed. Absolutely just fucking murdered her hip, dude. And Chelsea starts to conquer her fear of heights and starts climbing a ladder until Io stops her. I don't know, honestly, how to describe any of what I saw, but Lyra was hung up on the ladder and German suplexed Io as she was climbing over her up a ladder. And guess who got the tables? Naomi. It's glow time. Oh. And Chelsea and Tiffany start working together and take out Naomi and start to set up the rest of the tables. And Chelsea ends up giving Naomi an unprettier on one of the bridge ladders in the ring. And Io gives Zoe Stark a sit-down pile driver off the top of a ladder onto a bridge one. Yeah, basically, Zoe's dead.
She freaking killed her. She actually killed her. That was fucking crazy, dog.
Zoe, you're dead. You're dead.
I don't know how she walked after that. I really don't.
And Chelsea scrambles up the ladder to try and grab the briefcase, but Tiffany meets her at the top and says, "Toodles!" as she tips Chelsea's ladder over, sending her crashing through a set of tables on the outside. And, dude, that was the cleanest drop I've seen in a while.
That really was. That was so satisfying to watch. I can't even lie.
And it's Tiffy time. Ends up grabbing the Money in the Bank briefcase for the win. And let me tell you, it's Tiffy time because nobody else is on anyone's time but Tiffy time. And Roxanne, Bailey, and Liv, you all are on Tiffy time.
Damn straight.
Damn straight.
It's Tiffy time.
It's Tiffy time. But this would end up leading us into a backstage segment with Jackie Rodman and Trish Stratus backstage. And Tiffy time ended up saying Trish needs to say congratulations for becoming Tiffy in the Bank. And like you have here, I mean, do we see a Trish versus Tiffany in the future? Like my dad, he sent me a text, and it said, Money in the Bank. No, Money in the Bank. It was SummerSlam or WrestleMania retirement match for Trish.
Hell
I think
yeah.
what it was. You think so? That's what happens?
I definitely do. I think he's spot on with that, honestly. right? Honestly, I'd do it at SummerSlam.
I would too, to be
Why not?
honest.
It'd be a cool build. You could do, especially if when you got Nia Jax fighting Bailey, you could have Trish and Bailey versus Tiffany and Nia for a few weeks on TV.
It's Tiffy time.
It's Tiffany time, but I think we both had Tiffany predicted to win this match. So
Oh, we definitely did because it's Tiffy time.
Because it's Tiffy time. Give me that pink and diamond briefcase now, WWE. Now.
If we don't get it, I riot.
We riot. I swear to
riot.
God. A riot. Riot in the streets.
Agreed.
Craziness all around. I swear to God.
Agreed.
But speaking of this craziness, the craziness of the damn bloodline, we move into our main event, where it is the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu, accompanied by Tongaloa. He's there too. Let's not forget about the Jimmy Uso of the group.
Yeah, for real.
Versus Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and the WWE Undisputed Champion. I almost called, the Roman Reigns title, I almost said. Cody Rhodes. Whoa!
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 Jealous fucking mirrors. Whoa!
Oh no, I love that theme though, I'm not even gonna lie.
Me too.
Well, during the entrances, the crowd is singing for both Randy and Cody's entrance. They also went nuts for Kevin Owens, obviously, because he's the hometown guy for them. We want hometown hero, obviously, dealing with some family problems. We wish you well, Kevin Owens, and to his family.
Of course, of course.
Before the match even starts, though, we want Roman chants ring out, and fuck you Solo chants were also sounding off, bro. I fucking love it.
Fuck you, Solo.
Fuck you, Solo.
Fuck you, Solo.
That better be ringing out at SummerSlam, too. Gonna be a fuck you, Solo.
I agree.
But the match begins officially with Cody and Tama Tonga starting it off. And Cody eventually takes control of the match, tagging in Owens, who stomps Tama into the corner like, just fuck this little bitch, motherfucking little goblin sounding little shit.
And talk to you.
Tama, yeah. No, LA Knight on the show. Oh, wait, yeah, it was in the Monday, but yeah.
Yeah.
I almost forgot about LA Knight on the show. But Tama, yeah. Oh, fuck. But after he gets stomped in the corner, Tama was able to tag in the Samoan werewolf himself, Jacob Fatu. While Randy Orton is legal, Fatu no-sells Randy's draping DDT and hits a Samoan drop to the legend killer himself. Solo tags in and starts wrecking an already hurt Randy after Fatu drags Randy into their corner. KO gets the hot tag, though, and runs wild on Tama Tonga until Jacob Fatu, of course, this is the story of the match, basically. Jacob Fatu saves him from everything. He comes in, stops Kevin Owens, drags Tama's carcass into the corner, and tags himself into the match. Fatu then starts whooping KO until he tags in Solo, and KO gets a hot tag to Cody, who starts hitting Solo and Tama with all of his moves. Disaster kicks, Cody cutters, fucking 10 punches, bionic elbows. He's going nuts. Cody then does a pair of dives, and the one he hit to Tonga sent him flying backwards into the announcer's table. And bro, you saw the hit. He hit his back of his head on the damn table.
Bro, that shit hurt.
It hurt me watching it. It was, damn,
that's what I'm saying. That shit
son.
hurt me watching it.
Cody then was able to send Fatu into the timekeeper's area where he hits the doctor. Here's the damn doctor. Nobody is safe. I swear to God.
No one is
Solo then gives Cody a spear. A Roman Reigns spear in the damn ring for a near fall. But then later on, Solo was able to counter a pedigree to spike the referee and take him out. Cody was able to hit the crossroads. KO hits a frog splash, and Randy hits an RKO. All of this to Solo Sikoa. They got the match won at that point. Cody and friends, that should be a new TV show, tried to give Solo a triple power bomb but Fatu stops that and ends up hitting the ref again. He like kneed him into the steps or whatever it was, but it looked brutal as shit. KO though splashes Jacob through the announcer's table, so we're just going crazy at this point. Which is when Tonga Loa stops KO. He's in the damn ring, and he's got like Tama Tonga lifted up, and he was gonna give him a package pile driver if only. But then Tonga comes in and he tries to hit him in the dick one time and misses, which was fucking hilarious. So he has to hit him again in the dick. 2 dick punches in one match to Kevin Owens, and he's down and he's just dead. He's got no more kids coming for the rest of his life.
Hell no.
Randy then, nah. But Randy was able to take out both members of the Gorillas of Destiny with RKOs until Solo was able to take him out with a damn Samoan spike. Until Cody hits 2 crossroads to Solo, but Jacob Fatu stops the third with this crazy ass top rope move, looking like a damn Beyblade spinning through the air. He drills an Impaler. Drills the Impaler DDT, which should honestly just be his finisher. Why not? Jacob then holds up Cody for Solo to give him the Samoan spike, and the new quote-unquote tribal chief pinned Cody for the win. I need to get a drink after that. But damn. Seems like this is the new match set up for SummerSlam. Solo versus Cody.
This is the match for SummerSlam. Agreed.
It's gonna be nuts. Honestly, like I wouldn't even be completely upset. I like the idea of Jacob Fatu being the main event guy now for the Bloodline. I want to see Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu more than Cody versus Solo.
This was the thing that WWE was scared of, and that's exactly why they didn't want to debut Jacob for so long.
Exactly.
Was that Jacob was getting more with the publicity than Solo.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what they're worried about. And honestly, it's kind of... You know how you avoid that? Is you book Solo better.
On God.
You make Solo, like, come across like an actual, like, threat or whatever. And just Jacob Fatu, though, he's just on a different level.
Agreed.
We both predicted Bloodline was winning this match as well, so we got almost perfect predictions on this one.
That's what I'm saying.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hell yeah.
I ain't got much else to add to the Money in the Bank pre-show or post-show. Sorry,
I don't either. I didn't
covered
either.
Most of it. All right, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, got all of it. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to this episode of the AR Wrestling Podcast, where we reviewed everything that happened on Money in the Bank 2024. We should be back on like a more regular like upload schedule now in the next coming weeks, now that all this like craziness is over and shit like that.
4th of July, America, rah!
America, rah! Make sure y'all follow our socials. Our Twitter is AR Wrestling _. Our Instagram is AR Wrestling _. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio at AR Wrestling Podcast. Our YouTube channel's name is just AR Wrestling. Make sure y'all go and subscribe. We will have SummerSlam vlog up when we go because we already going, confirmed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
So once again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We will catch you all next time.
Thank you.